One thing that was a lot of fun about tonight was we got to kind of restart our home season, right? So that was something we talked a lot about, was just making sure that the first time we stepped on our home court for this season, that it was the way that we wanted the game to go. So I was really proud of our girls for dictating tempo and pace on both sides of the floor, and put together a really, really nice offensive effort. I do think that there's some ground to make and cover up for our defensive effort, but we will fix that and be ready for Saturday.
I think just shout out to my teammates for finding me and getting me the ball. I think that's a great thing about our team is any day someone else can step up, and we're clearly a very deep team, so I think that'll make us very hard to defend going into conference. We take a lot of threes in practice. I think that's something we pride ourselves on, and always some of our goals going to practice or going into games, like getting a certain amount of threes up. So definitely something we pride ourselves on, and we've shown clearly we can hit.
5 for 6 to 12 minutes, Paige. Dang, I didn't know you only played 12 minutes. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I think sometimes games like this can be hard to play just because, like you said, we can lose focus. Just making sure we're still locked in till the very last minute and getting the stops that we know we can get. I think we definitely lost some focus at times, so just making sure we're staying together and sticking to our game plan for all 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I will add that last year, sometimes we struggled with putting away teams, and this year, this was a big growth step for us, and just becoming that more mature team where we're able to lock in from start to finish for all 40 minutes, and I think that's something that we really improved on this season. Yeah, this week has been pretty surreal, but as you mentioned, I wasn't thinking about that on the court. I wasn't thinking about it before the game, but it did feel good this week, especially since freshman year me probably would have never thought that I would be able to get that accolade. So it was really nice to get, and yeah, it was good to feel that.
Growth, maturity. I think, sometimes when I get to, I don't know, this year specifically, I've just been really trying to enjoy our team, like every day, every minute I get with them, because it's a really special group. I grew with a lot of these players, especially the senior class that, essentially this is my 5th year with them, right? So I'm just really trying to enjoy all the small moments this year. I think last year I was trying to do that, but it's really hard in the moment when you're just trying to get to the next thing and so much is happening. So I guess what it means to me is just I kind of feel like a proud mom at this point. It's just exciting for them to put it together. Yeah, I think Sienna, she's had a tough last year or so, just kind of battling an injury, and now to be able to come back and feel like she's really contributing in a meaningful way and putting in the work every day. It's just great. Anytime that we can celebrate them, in a meaningful way, and for them to help us hit a milestone, it's just special. Yeah, that's been one big focal point for us, is a higher level of attention to detail, and it's largely the same team, but they've grown a lot through all of our learning lessons last year, and I don't think they were settled or happy with the outcome. It's almost like this team has skipped some steps that normal teams have to take. It's kind of it's tough. When I talk to other coaches, even Brian, I was talking to him, and he was like, "Wow, you guys are really good. What is it? What's going to hold you back this year?" And I'm just I don't know. I think we're still growing, and so that's the fun part for me, is this team isn't a finished product yet of how good we can be. But yeah, it feels great to be we can trust them with the game plan. That's something last year, it was no, we got to cover this, we got to cover this, we got to cut this year. It's all right, here's, here are the keys, go put it in the car, go run with it. Yeah, I think, one, I'm surrounded by great people, my staff, Tyler's been with me for 10 years, and I can't do it without people that believe in what I'm doing. So I'm just extremely grateful that she's been with me by my side, and, and Coach Allie and Coach Cy and John and Greg and Meg and all the people that have been with me, it's just, I can't do this without them, number one. But yeah, it's, one thing that I'm really proud of myself and our staff is we really haven't changed who we were in the process. And that's something that, I told myself when I took this job is I won't let the job change me, no matter how bad it gets or how good it gets, or I'm just going to be as consistent as possible. And I do think that's a large reason for why we've been able to be successful. Consistency. Absolutely. That was a goal of mine, is I knew we could win here, and a lot of people told me we couldn't. And so, taking this job and being able to do that, I'd like to prove people wrong, but two, really did believe Columbia had a lot of the resources to win. So I don't know if it's gratifying or if I just believed it. So it's great to be a part of it. I'm just glad that I have the support of our administration, and I'm able to still be here doing the thing that I love with the people that I love.